What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, yo, we back on our cypher shit, gang. Let's get it. We got the BENUE cypher. The issues, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was it 6? 5 or 6? 6 cats, 5 cats that we never heard of before. Mavemindz, Koboko, 12, Waxzy, and Zeek. So this will be our first time getting to peep any of these cats. Always a great opportunity when you get to do a cypher and get introduced to a whole bunch of new dope MCs. I'm ready to see what is really hitting for. Do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. We about to eat, man. Keep in mind, we're looking for the MVP. This is also going to be going into the 2023 Cypher playlist, and at the end of the year we're probably going to be going and taking a look and do something a little special. Maybe see who we think was like the Cypher King, whether it's either MVP for the verses or just who put the best total Cypher together. So keep this stuff in mind while you guys are dropping your comments. Let me know who you guys think took it, who you think got the best verse, who got the best, you know, the flow, whatever it is that takes it for you. Sound off in the comments, show these cats some love. I've been waiting to get to this one for a minute. I was supposed to do this one before I got sick, so this has been sitting there for a little bit. We really about to dig in. Let's see what it's hitting for. We got look, man. He got the Birdman hands going already. He ready to cook. Let's go. Full screen. Oh, this ain't even like just motherfuckers standing around kicking some shit. This is like an official production. All right, I see y'all. Also, was it like a little bit of a soulful beat? This might not be what I'm anticipating for a cypher. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah. Maybe.
Alright, so that went by really quick. There's no way I'm going to be able to match names to faces the entire time. I will assume this is going in order that it is above the screen. If that is not the case, correct us in the comments. I'll go back and look just to educate myself again after the video. And we'll make sure that for now we'll do MC1, MC2, so on and so forth for the MVP. And then I will go and register names to faces and stuff like that at the end afterwards. And you guys also sound off in the comments on who your favorite was.
Yeah. Hey, police brutality, I don't know who's the enemy, the man on the floor or he who is covering me.
Okay, alright, so the beat, so like the soulfulness of the beat, we're definitely going to be having more of a conscious a conscious cypher here, maybe. I don't know if everybody, it's called The Issues. It does have a name. It's not just a cypher. Okay, alright, so let's let my man cook. I'll stop it after each verse. Let's let my man cook, and then we'll give our thoughts on it.
Yeah. Hey, police brutality, I don't know who's the enemy, the man on the floor or he who is covering me. Officer, please, I deserve to know what the problem is. I know I'm innocent, so why you hitting me excessively? He say be careful how you talk to me, so listen carefully. I'm the law and everything, I can charge you with anything. You say you more the beats, I consider that a felony. Apparently, you're not a friend of me.
How is it that it don't matter where you listen to music from too? It's the same fucking, like, I know I said I wasn't gonna talk it to the end, but it's getting like, it don't matter where it's coming from. It's like the same story everywhere. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, dog.
In a uniform and I'm scared. He supposed to be protecting me, but if I trust him I'm dead. Now I do not understand why they say police is your friend. War against brutality and let's bring it to an end. I got my placard up, it reads says no to this kind of shit. Are you joining me or you want the end of me? Respectfully help me tell the world my friend is killing me. Officer, I must confess you're not supposed to be scaring me.
Alright, before we keep going, like, obviously, like I said, this is gonna be a topical or thematic cypher. Normally when we start talking about things like police brutality, if it's going to be along those lines throughout, this is normally the type of reaction video where I want to use my platform to give a voice to the messages being talked about, but not necessarily critique and score. Because it's a cypher, we will still go for MVP just to keep tradition with how we do things on the channel. But just keep in mind that like this is when you have the opportunity to get music in front of you like this, where people are voicing out about just fucking the wildness in life that they're experiencing and stuff like that. The message comes first. You know what I'm saying? It's always about like let's big up the voices of people who are standing up and have the ability to get in front of people and talk about shit and bring light to it. Probably a little bit more important than the syllable matchups perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just keep that stuff in mind. Yeah, let's see the message. Let's see who has a little bit more pizzazz to everything. Whatever it ends up coming out to be. But respect the message first and foremost, and we'll still go for MVP for right now. All right. Let me know how you guys feel about that. If that's a miss. If you think this should be treated exactly like everything else, or you think that maybe maybe even we shouldn't do type of MVP for stuff, I'm open to critique. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Here without seeing, cast the first.
Let's bring this back. I don't want to start him off halfway while he starts talking. Let's get him a full verse.
Me respectfully, help me tell the world my friend is killing me. Officer, I must confess, you're not supposed to be scaring me.
Let's hear without seeing, cast the first stone. But if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. But still the casting stones, rocks flying like drones. No love on the streets, it's a war zone. Now you still the meat, but you can't judge who's still born. Point fingers, pull the trigger, hearts black like charcoal. Judge not your fellow man, live it for God. You carry matter for your head, you choose to shed blood and break the law. No respect for God and no regard for law. Fucking hypocrite, live by the sword, die by the sword. Karma is on the way, what goes around comes around. One eye can make the world go blind. I choose peace, I can never preach violence. For souls lost to jungle justice, a moment of silence. You carry tire, buy fuel, light up the matches. Want your fellow man to ashes. I swear you wicked, I'm always on my grind.
Damn, okay. Yeah, they're talking on this one. This is fire. I appreciate y'all doing this. I appreciate y'all, so, especially to whoever it was. There was one of you, I don't know if it was actually one of the MCs or just somebody that really fucks with y'all heavy. Somebody was really pushing to get this on the channel, and I appreciate y'all doing that. This definitely deserves to be on the channel. I'm assuming the second guy, like I said, will go right across the top. MC number 2, that was Koboko, I believe. I'll take him as MVP right now. Had a little bit extra with the visuals and stuff like that into it, but also a lot of the idioms. I think all of that was hit. It was all well used throughout the verse. It all hits too, especially when you get down to the stuff like, yo, like they like on the first verse, they're pointing out like we have to deal with like the police brutality and shit like that. Then going and switching over to the jungle justice. It's almost like they're giving you that feeling like it don't matter like what the results are. It always feels like your hands are tied and it's just bullshit no matter where you look. It's coming off as a good cipher more than it is like individualism of it. Like they're doing a good job at making this a cohesive project, and I really appreciate that. All right, let's keep going for right now. Bring it back.
It's a moment of silence. You carry tire, buy fuel, light up the matches. Want your fellow man to ashes. I swear you wicked.
See, I'm always on my grind, yeah, I hustle for my own money. So funny, I don't even care about your own money. See, I don't need to get involved in a scam or some fraud just to get the life that I'm wishing for. Yeah, I know we all got choices, whatever you should sort it. I'm honest to the core, you can find me where the trust is. G-boy, nah, I'm in my hustle till legit. I work hard every day so they can never tell me shit. They be like, go hard to go home, I be like, go hide in your zone, nigga. No time for complain, you got your own life in your hand, nigga. Said you wanna be a baller and spend money in dollars. Get gold chains and fast guys, you don't mind being the first star. Be careful of what you wish for, a lot of them are into rituals. You wouldn't know unless you join them, it's more better you avoid them. Just grind hard and make clean money, never trust what you've seen only. Walk steady, don't be lazy, homie, every day is the day to be ready, homie, stay blessed.
Yo!
I once knew.
Hold up, did he hit? Was that him on the vocals in the back too? I think it was. All right, third cat guy. Here's the interesting thing. Right off the bat, you start talking about fraudsters and stuff like that. I know it's like a really big deal in Nigeria too with the Yahoo boys, the people who do like the credit card scams and shit like that, and how that creates tension amongst just people who are living their lives and doing well for themselves because you dress or act or or perceived a certain way. A lot of the times, especially with law enforcement, as they were mentioning before and shit like that, you are automatically put into that box of you're someone who's doing wrong. And this is music. This is beautiful. This is the type of shit I would let my kid listen to. That's the best compliment I can give y'all. You guys are pushing positive messages. You're pushing the idea to get away from the streets. That like this is real hip hop to me. This is fire. This is absolutely fire. And it's weird because the third person isn't necessarily as heavy of a topic, especially as an American. It's not as heavy of a topic to me as police brutality is, right? Or the idea of, you know, the just everywhere that you look, there's a war in the fucking streets. Like that's the reality. I live in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like the first two topics to me were much heavier. And for you to still be able to come and deliver such a positive message, you know, on I think objectively less infringing topic, and still be able to hit like really, really dope pockets while you're running stuff like that, I'm taking the third MC as my MVP right now. But again, that's not to take away nothing from the two before you. You guys have put together a very, very beautiful presentation so far. I'm excited to see what the last two cats have to talk about and get into it. Let's go. Let's pull it back a little bit. Look, my man's going through it, sitting down. Like, yo, like, they really, like, selling this. Like, let's go.
I've been working hard.
I once knew a man with his beautiful spouse. They met at school, they fell in love, they started hanging out. The kind of love they shared was so special and so divine. Even without money and no jobs, this couple always shine. Years later, the money came though. They say money changed people, that's what they say though. Less love, less trust, and more ego. The sweet husband she got married to started acting evil. Started getting upset over little argument. Unveiling his true character, doesn't matter the consequence. He started the abuse, following the devil's footsteps. All the advices we give always fall on deaf ears. She tried to scream, but he's choking her mouth. She cried for help, but no one dares comes out. Fist to the skull until she started bleeding out. The whispers of death echo, she started fading out. This monster don't even know what he was doing. Fueled by his rage and anger, he just keep on beating. He took the path of no return until he broke her skull. Rushed her to the hospital, but she wouldn't respond. What a tragedy, he ended this innocent life. Oh my god, they wanna take his life. The brothers of the victim want their own pounds of flesh. The police try to get to him, but no fuel in their car. The angry crowd outside stripped the man naked, burn him to ashes. We couldn't even pick the remains. His beautiful wife gone, his legacy left to rot. Started having this nightmare because of what happened. Don't try to stay in an abusive relationship, that shit ain't healthy though. Try to speak out and walk out, don't be afraid to go. Domestic violence is a vicious disease. The only antidote is for you to back up and leave. Look.
Yo. My guy. Alright. Y'all are all incredibly talented. I regret having not done this sooner. Y'all need some flowers for this. This is done in a very, very beautiful manner. Traditionally, a storytelling verse on a cipher to me would be a miss. And the reason for that is I don't think that the cipher's not the place for that. This is not a traditional cipher. This, you know what I mean? I do think that the storytelling aspect in a topical or a thematic cipher that is talking about something like this too, where it's addressing serious issues and stuff, and from one person to the next, the styles are different, you know what I'm saying? The approach, the actual topic, like everything has been different but cohesive at the same time. I think it fits. I think it fits, and it hurt. I think your storytelling ability was easy to follow. It hurt. I think it's a common story, unfortunately, that seems to continuously get repeated no matter how much we address it, no matter where we're at in the fucking world. I felt it. Like, I felt it. Like, I feel like I do feel like the cat before him, the third MC, may have hit some better pockets. But nah, I think I'm going against my normal traditions. I really think that might have been my MVP. And he painted the picture from beginning to end. You thought it was over. Like, I thought it was over with the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, nah, like, you don't understand. Like, the cycle continues because this leads to this, and then this leads to this, and then this. Like, Yeah, I think if I have to be honest with myself, I think traditional SteveBussaGS would have probably stuck with the third MC if this was a regular cypher, not thematically. For some of the pockets were a little bit cleaner and stuff like that, but if you're just talking about the message, the ability to get the cohesive story out there, to follow along with it and shit like that. I don't know, I feel like every time we're going, I'm just getting a new favorite every time we go. That's how you know you did a cypher right. I'm going with that as my MVP right now. I'm going with the fourth MC as my MVP right now. Man, this is a hard one to get through, my guys. Let's keep going. Let's see how they finish.
Once how to talk.
Bring it back. Damn, shout out to you too, man. Look, this is a rare moment. Storytelling fucking tracks in general ain't necessarily my cup of tea. But when they're done right and like everybody, the beat selection was so fucking fire. Everybody's tone and pitch, like everything about this is so on point too. Like, let's go.
Don't try to stay in an abusive relationship, that shit ain't healthy though. Try to speak out and walk out, don't be afraid to go. Domestic violence is a vicious disease. The only antidote is for you to back up and leave.
Look, once had a talk with my little nephew. So much there is to learn if we communicate with people. Now kid was 7 and halfway through elementary school, and PMB, yeah, that's the only president he knew. Got me thinking, who made it mandatory that our leaders rule 8 years for they get the thieving asses out the rock, huh? You bring them in for a tenure, they do dirty, just send them off. But you no vote, so you they talk say that now wash, huh? As long as I remember, we've been
the relevancy of doing this during election times too. Get your PVC, go out, do your thing, man.
For change, then go ahead to vote for logos and not the candidates. This is your future, not a sport to get you all entertained. And they don't care about our lives, it is to them just a game. So think about the future when next you have to make a selection. The greater good at heart and not to take selfish decisions. A moment of pleasure for a reign of torment and torture. Like a pact with the devil, you'll always end up in a dungeon. It's that time again, you see them convoys visiting your villages. Until the next campaign, they will avoid you like your sewages. Take all your resources, leaving you with no privileges, and living gets so hard you can't survive with your little wages. Yet a lot of you would say politics is just a mess. They're gonna have their way regardless, so you save yourself the stress. You're just making it too easy for this darkness to excel. And I assure you when it's up, the blood is also on your heads. It's high time we show the whole world that Nigeria is ours, and we only vote for those who hold our interest at heart. Not the ones who would approach a peaceful protest with arms. Not the ones who'd save for the unborn and watch live and starve. So I dare you to take a stand, dare you to make a count. Urge you to think of people and not your belly and mouth. Raise your fist to the sky, power is in your hands. United we could stand and wave bad leadership goodbye, we're all we need.
Let's go, dog. Couple things. Number one, rest in peace to this gentleman. I'm assuming that this is who this was dedicated to. Rest in peace, my guy. Let's bring this back. Hold on. Let me put some. They went through the names again. Let's go through that one more time real quick.
Goodbye, we're all we need.
Alright, so Joey Waxzy is gonna be my MVP, but that last John was fire. Here's what I like. We've covered a lot of political stuff too. Here's what I love about it. The analogy of like, this is real life. This is not a sports team. From what I have viewed from my timeline and my connections with people in Nigeria during the voting seasons and stuff like that, and the shit that I see in America, because we treat the shit the same way. Like, it's not really any different. The difference is, you know, they're talking about having issues between like tribes voting for, you know, people just because they're of the same tribe. We've kind of like taken that idea too, where it's just like our tribe is Democrats or Republicans. It's not really any fucking different. Let's call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? So like, but the fact that he addressed that, like, yo, like, don't vote for people, you know what I'm saying? Like, vote for the land that you're living in. What's going to be best for the country? What's going to be best for your brothers and sisters to the left or the right? Might not be the person that looks exactly like there was a lot of good topics that were addressed there, but also wasn't necessarily pushing any specific candidate, wasn't trying to make you believe their own political views about anything, was telling you to use your own fucking brain. It was telling you that not voting is still a vote. You know what I'm saying? Not choosing to go out and be a part of the problem makes you, or part of the solution, I'm sorry, makes you part of the problem. There was a lot done well there. There was a lot done well there. Dude, there might not be a wrong answer. Let me know who your MVP was. There might not be a wrong answer on this. These cats all came fucking dope. I'm sticking with the storytelling track on domestic violence as my standout MVP for this. But you could probably make a really good argument for that last verse. Let me know what y'all think. This shit was fire, yo. Cat, yo, salute to all of you, gentlemen. Salute to all of you. I'm gonna get the handles. I'm gonna follow everybody. That was dope. That was dope to see. But yeah, I'm giving Joey Waxzy, and if I'm saying that wrong, just correct me in the comments, as my MVP. Let me know. You guys, do you agree? Do you disagree? Incredible project. You know what I mean? Incredible production, gentlemen. That was dope. Would like to see you guys get something mixed and mastered properly from an audio quality standpoint, but as far as the message, as far as what I believe the point of the cipher was, smashed it. 100% smashed it. Let's go, guys. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go. That was fire.